And with that, I'm going to finish the presentation and I'm going to open, one second, the Option Samurai platform. Okay, so this is the Option Samurai platform. When you get in, you see your saved scans. I have a lot of scans. When you sign up, you only have whatever you saved. And if you need any help, I'll be happy to help you with this. The predefined scans are scans that we've built to give you some trade ideas and help you get started quickly. The scenario engine allows you to focus on a specific stock and compare the different option trades for that stock. I'll show it in a second. And the trades is actually the trade log. I'll show it soon. I'm going to create a scan from scratch so you can see how it works. But on a side note, if you go to predefined scans and you click the naked put tag, the second scan is sell out the money puts with high probability of profit on stocks that are oversold. So this could be used to quick start what we just talked about, because this scan uses the RSI to find oversold stocks. And if you click the customize this scan, you will see the parameters we used, and you'll be able to change them and duplicate and save it for yourself. So this will help you get quick started on your own scan. But I will start from zero and show you how I do it. So I'll click the compose new scan, and I will pick the long call strategy because we already have a naked put scan. And the first thing I would do, I would add the RSI indicator. I search for RSI, and here it is. And now I will click on it to change the parameters. I strongly suggest that you read the help article. It's a very advanced indicator that you can customize for your own use. But again, here I'm going to use the 14 days, and I want oversold. So I'm looking for under 30. But here I want to do that it's inside oversold. And let's see if we have any that are 2 days inside the oversold range. Okay, so we do have stocks that are already at least 2 days in oversold zone in the under 30. The RSI is under 30, so this is good. I want to focus on stocks. So I would look for stocks, and sorry, this one. And I would just ask to see only stocks. I don't want to see indexes at this moment. So now I used my stock filters, and I filtered according to the stocks that I want. But now I will change a little bit the options filter in order to make them a little bit more loose, and also to make them fit what I'm looking for right now. So because I want a short-term trade, I will do expiration for next week, so between 26th and July 2nd. I would also want moneyness to be between -5 and 5, and then I would run. So basically, all options that fit the criteria are aggregated in one line. And if I press the plus, then I will see all the options, but I will get the best option that fit the criteria to represent that row. And the first thing I'll do, I will sort according to RSI, and let's see the minimum RSI. So now we see the stocks that have the lowest RSI. They are the most oversold. If I click on the row and go to the stock tab, I can see the recent price action, and the dashed line is the break-even point of the option. So this will allow me to go very quickly and see what different trades I can find. And this saves me a lot of time when I'm looking at oversold stocks and looking for a position. But what I want to do is I want to do something even better. I'm going to add a scenario, and a scenario gives us some sort of what it would be the options profit and loss in a specific scenario. So I can say, if the stock moves up 3%, I want to see only options that are profitable, for example. Okay, and now I've added another column. I can, by the way, add more scenarios if I want, but now I have this options that are only stocks, sorry, that are oversold, and options that give me profit if the stock would rise 3% until expiration. I can also sort by maximum profit here, and I would see what options I have to, what different trades. Again, I'll click on the row and I see the recent price action. The blue line now is the scenario, and the dashed line is, again, the break-even point. But 3% is kind of like comparing apple to oranges, because the volatility of each stock is different, right? The volatility of Procter & Gamble is different than the volatility of Tesla, for example. So I won't do a 3% move. I will do a 1 ATR move. So ATR is the average true range, is a technical indicator, and it basically tells us what is the average daily move of a stock. So now it's comparing apples to apples, because the stocks that have a higher volatility, their ATR would be higher. So I ask for more, the scenario will check a higher move. And if a stock has lower volatility, then it will require a lower move. So again, I have now 1 ATR move up. And you can see that target, for example, if the option would move up 1 ATR, we can expect 100% profit. So we will make whatever we risk here. What I like seeing when I move the cursor, I want to see that the scenario and the break-even point are very close to recent price action. This means that there is no big resistance the stock needs to pass in order to show me profit. This increased, at least for me, the probability of profit for this trade. So I can just go one at a time and find trades that I like. For example, let's say Target. So what I do, if I see a trade that I like, I can click trade or this icon, and this icon will open me the trade window in a new tab. So this is the trade tab. And here I can customize the trade, right? I can say that I will buy it for $3 and I will buy the 145 strike, not the 144 that it suggested. And I will buy 2, not 1, 2.5. So what I do here is I can send it to TradeLog and paper trade, or I can send it to Thinkorswim or Tradier. So I'll send it to the TradeLog and it will add it to the trades tab. And now I can track it and see the trade and just follow it with time here. So here's the trade added 7 seconds ago. That's a Target long call. And if I want, I'll just save this scan. Let's call it webinar. And I will save this scan. And now under my saved scans, I will have this webinar scan, and I can just click it and I'll get the most recent results, even when time progresses. So next week, every day, I'll be able to see it. If I click refresh, I would see the new results. And I can also click on the watch icon, and then I will get email every time that a new ticker appears in this scan. So it will take a snapshot of the scan right now, and then it will run every time. And when it sees a different ticker that was not there before, it will send us an email and will alert me that I have a new trade that I can check. So basically, that's what I wanted to show you with the scan. I strongly suggest that you build a scan for overextended stocks. It can be oversold or overbought, and then track it and trade it with paper for a little while to get a sense of the stock behavior and how it works. And then you'll be able to trade it better. Another tool I want to show you is the scenario engine. Because we talked about Western Digital in the presentation, let's see Western Digital. So in the scenario engine, instead of checking all stocks that have oversold, we will check all possible trades for a specific stocks. So again, we'll pick Western Digital, we'll pick the same expiration, July 1st, and we'll say that we want to see what happens if Western Digital moves 1 ATR above. Once we click run, we will get all different trades, and we'll be able to compare it to buying a stock, right? So buying stock, we'll just see one ATR, we'll be able to see what is the profit. And then we are comparing it to long call, covered call, naked put, bull put spread, bull call spread, bull put spread, married put, which is buying call and buying put for protection, and a collar. So basically the blue line on each of them is one ATR from current price. This is the scenario. And the dashed line is the break-even point. So here we're very quickly able to compare different trades. So for example, buying long call will risk $181.50, but call spread will risk $126. We can also see that the break-even point for the bull call spread is below the current price of the stock, meaning that if Western Digital stays the same place by expiration, we will still be profit, which means that the probability of profit is much higher for the bull call spread versus the long call. But the profit expectation for long call is higher because it is uncapped. To calculate, by the way, the expected profit and loss, we're using a Monte Carlo analysis here. We'll talk about it in a different presentation. We have a slider here that allows us to change our risk tolerance and according to how sure we are of the trade. So if we are really sure of the trade, we can move the slider all the way to the max return, and then it would look for the trades that will give us the most bang for our buck, right? The most return. On the other hand, if we go for max probability of profit, we will get the maximum probability that this trade will finish in a profit. And this is basically what I wanted to show you on Option Samurai. Just, your next step, start a free Samurai account. If you hadn't in the past, just send me an email and I'll extend your trial. So just go to optionsamurai.com, sign up for a free account and give us a try, check all overextended, paper trade it, and use it before committing real cash. Check the research tab in our blog. We have back tests like this one and other edges that we had and we checked. And you can email me and get the material for this presentation. My email is on screen.